Oh shit. It's been a minute. Is we live? Is we live? Is we live? It's been a minute, boy. Is we live? Is we live? It's been a minute. Hey, I'm too fit in. Fuck it. Shit. It's been a minute since I had streamed, man. I've been lacking. Been too busy, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you. Nigga been too busy. I ain't even been streaming. It's been a month. It's been like a month. Like 4 days. Ain't streamed. My schedule got fucking busy as fuck, y'all. I swear to God. But look, we back. I'm streaming every day for y'all now. We back. I swear to God, we back. We back. We're not gonna ghost no more. We back. We back.
.30 in the morning, a truck driver was driving down a road that many truckers try avoiding at all costs. According to rumors, the road in question is believed to be cursed, as many drivers have either seen or been involved in an accident while commuting to their destination through this route. Now, it's not just accidents that often occur here, but also unexplainable sightings. There have been many reports from drivers who claim to have seen shadowy figures standing on the side of the road, as though waiting for someone to pick them up. It's around 1:30 in the morning, somewhere in Louisiana, when a truck driver spots something very peculiar on the road he's on. Knowing the history of this place, he takes out his phone and begins to record. What he captures leaves him totally spooked.
What the fuck? I saw two heads. My bad, y'all. I saw two heads. 1, 2. Hell.
Someone or something appears to be squatting on the side of the road, doing who knows what before turning around to look at the driver. Aside from the fact that it's late at night in the middle of nowhere, the way in which they turn their head and wave at the camera seems quite unnatural. It's for this reason that some viewers believe that a skinwalker or a cryptid of some sort was caught on camera. Whether a ghost, cryptid, or person, no new information has been brought forth to clarify what exactly was captured. There's a mall in Peru that is well known for being one of the biggest plazas in the city of Pucallpa. A lot of kids come here as the plaza holds events primarily aimed at children. Even the mascot of this place is designed to appeal to a young audience, which is pretty evident by the numerous TV ads run by this mall. With so many kids running around the place, it's no surprise that accidents often happen here. But one accident in particular has left many people unsettled. In 2016, a young girl named Valentina Yamalith had been playing around at an instant photo booth where an exposed cable from the machine was touching a metal railing near the kiosk. Valentina grabbed onto the railing and was instantly electrocuted. Unfortunately, due to the high voltage she received, Valentina was pronounced deceased only hours later. Understandably, Valentina's family had mourned and grieved for days on end. Fast forward to a few years later, and Valentina's story is no longer talked about. Or so it seems. As of recent, the same plaza where Valentina had passed away has been experiencing strange activity within its stores. It's late at night, after business hours, when a surveillance camera inside a store captures this. The video shows what looks to be a small child zooming back and forth at a speed beyond human capacity. As if seeing a child alone inside a store that is closed wasn't strange enough, it runs at a supernatural speed. Employees of the mall can't help but think that this may have been the ghost of Valentina, given the tragic history of this plaza. But you be the judge. Was the spirit of Valentina caught on camera, or had something else been captured?
That could be fake though, cause they be having a kid run past and putting that shit in fast forward. Could be real though.
It's late at night when the following happens. The person recording is alone at home when all of a sudden something bone-chilling is caught on camera. Now the person in question is known as Caitlin, and it was 2 years ago that she was involved in a terrible accident. On August 8th of 2020, Caitlin jumped off a rope swing at a very high altitude, causing her to break her neck after landing on a pile of rocks. This injury was so severe that she had to stay home for more than a few weeks until she recovered. But during her stay at home, Caitlin would encounter something that still haunts her to this day. No one else is home when this is captured.
I would never get a house by myself. That shit dead.
Oh my god.
Shit's scary as fuck. God, yo. Ain't no fucking way, bro. I be scared as fuck.
Somehow, the two doors open on their own, seemingly at the same time. Feeling beyond spooked, Caitlin sits on her bed, paralyzed with fear. Soon after, the video comes to an end. But this wouldn't be the last of it, as only a few days later, this happens.
Well, it's a jump scare. I think she got is that a weapon in her hand? I don't even blame her. She got a golf in her hand, yo! Oh my god. I would have just ran out of it. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Just like before, the same door closes on its own, leading viewers to believe that the room itself is haunted. Since then, Caitlin hasn't talked about this or the previous incident. Given how frightened she seemed in both encounters, it might be best to forget about them. After all, this terrifying encounter still haunts her to this day. In this short video, a famous musician from Argentina had posted something pretty spooky that occurred at a friend's house. Jimena Barron was visiting a very close friend who she's known for over 5 years. Never has she ever encountered anything like this while being at her place. According to her, she was sitting outside in the backyard when suddenly she felt as though someone had grabbed her shoulder. She immediately gets up and turns around to see who it is, but strangely, no one is there. Now, although this incident doesn't seem that strange, it's the video itself that's by far the strangest. It wasn't until looking at the footage captured by the security camera outside that Jimena was left extremely terrified. If you zoom in on the video, you can see what appears to be a set of fingers touching Jimena's shoulder. It's hard to make out at first, but if you pause the video at the right time, you can see what looks like a row of distorted fingers. Now what makes this even creepier is that Jimena stands up soon after the hand appears. Because of this, viewers believe that something had actually touched her. But, as always, what are your thoughts on this? Ghost or something else? You let me know.
Nah, that's crazy.
The following video comes from a man named Bobby who lives with his daughter inside a house where unusual activity has been happening recently. Bobby can't shake the feeling that something is haunting both him and his daughter. He's been documenting these strange occurrences ever since they started.
It's that doll. That doll, I heard that doll is like...
But out of all occurrences, the following has left him the most unsettled. Bobby's in his living room when out of nowhere, strange noises come from his bedroom. He grabs his phone and records the following.
It's either in my room or Sky's room, but Sky's passed out right now. But it's crazy, yo. Hold on. So, she's sleeping. See, I'm telling you, I keep hearing weird shit. I think it's coming from my room now. I don't know what that sound is, though.
No fucking way I'm having all them damn dolls, bro.
Oh, what the f was that, man? Yo. Yo, f this. F this.
The sound of footsteps is heard right behind him, as though someone had walked into the room. Spooked out by the noise, he proceeds to close the cabinet and walk out. For the next few months, Bobby would continue to post videos of strange happenings in his home, but it's the most recent video that has left him the most concerned. He's alone at home when this is captured.
I know y'all hear the footsteps. I'm like shaking already.
He's still in that motherfucker. Boy, y'all know.
So early in the morning, too.
I sleep on my motherfucker hard. I'm cool.
See, I know you hear him pacing in there. Nah, get out of here, man.
Oh, oh my god. You got 3 of them?
Hello?
And he's going up there, bro. We a thug about it.
Freaking out.
We ain't get no, we don't do jump scares.
Mysteriously, the same room where the footsteps were heard opens up on its own. Like before, Bobby was spooked out of his mind, but it seems not as much as when the following incident had occurred. Bobby is once again alone at home when something unexplainable happens inside his daughter's room. This is what he captured.
It always gets crazy when I'm here by myself. Or when my daughter's sleeping.
Fuck you there by yourself.
See? I told you. I want our piano again.
See, look, he probably think that shit a game. That shit not no game, fam. That shit is spooky as fuck.
Hello? See, there's her piano. Don't mind her room. She has so many damn toys. We gotta clean up like every day in here. Hello? But at least y'all caught that part. Yeah. No, I'm good. No, I'm good. Shut that. I'm telling you, every time I'm here by myself, man.
Get out of there, bro. Your ass bullshit.
See, look, her piano's still going off in there, man.
The toys inside his daughter's room mysteriously start going off by themselves. Now, not much else is known about Bobby's situation, but he continues to post these strange happenings on his channel. He hopes that someone will explain what's happening, as the activity in his house seems to be getting stranger and stranger.
That's what's happening, dumbass. What you talking about?
When I started my business in 2011, I chose Wix, and it was really because the aesthetic that Wix brought.
Now, the exact source of the following clip is unknown. It was reposted by someone who found the video somewhere. Even without a source though, the footage is still terrifying on its own. It starts off with a group of men who are looking down a manhole. They swear that they either saw someone or something inside it. The man recording takes a closer look and sees this.
Te lo juro que había algo ahí. Nos devolvemos. Créame que yo no los hubiera llamado. Yo hubiera visto algo. Es que yo iba pasando por acá y esa vuelta está destapada. No, si es risa, ahí ya la parte al... ¡Perro, se lo vio!
Without warning, the head of someone or something pops into view under the open manhole. Its sudden appearance was enough to send the man running away. Like something straight out of a horror movie, the face seemingly disappears as the man steps back. Whatever this was remains a total mystery. But real or not, the unexpected appearance of this ghoulish face is the stuff of nightmares. If you caught something creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and include in the next compilation, you can send them over to scaryvideos444@gmail.com. That being said, let's get back to the video. This next video was taken inside a mansion that is well known for being extremely haunted. On July 30th of 2022, Sabrina and her husband Carl decide to take a tour of the Aston Hall mansion located in Birmingham, England. The place itself isn't just known for being haunted, but also for its immaculate architecture that many are taken aback when seeing it in person. But it seems that the real reason people come here isn't just to admire the beauty of this place, but to experience the hauntings that tourists have encountered. There's a room in this mansion that once belonged to a young woman named Mary Holt. The story goes that Mary's father had heard that she planned to run away and marry one of the servants who worked there. Upset that his daughter would do such a thing, he goes to her room and locks her inside. Years would pass, and Mary would still be locked up inside this room. It was after 16 years of being grounded that Mary passed away. It is said that she died of starvation, but also partly of a broken heart. Now, the story itself is quite tragic, but it seems that it wasn't tragic enough for Sabrina's husband, as according to her, he thought it would be funny to call out Mary after learning about her story. This is something Sabrina regrets, as she says that if it wasn't for her spouse calling out Mary, this chilling encounter wouldn't have happened. The two are climbing up the stairs to Mary's room when this is captured.
Mary? You mean you no harm? We know you're in there. We've seen you. Where are you, Mary?
Oh, fuck no.
Mary?
Oh, fuck no.
Mary?
Oh, fuck no. Oh, fuck no. Fuck no. I would've got the fuck out of there. Oh, fuck no. Fuck no. Oh, fuck no.
Mary? Are you still in there, Mary?
And he's still, oh my, he's still saying that motherfucker.
Inside Mary's old room, a shadow-like figure darts across the chamber in a swift motion. The two stand in silence while breathing heavily in anticipation. It doesn't show itself again until moments later after being called out by Sabrina's husband, as though acknowledging the husband's summoning. Now, something worth mentioning is that the couple doesn't enter the room to see what's inside. The reason for not doing so, according to them, is that the museum prohibits anyone from entering the room. As with any historical piece on display, this one is off limits to the public. To this day, Sabrina and her husband have no idea as to who or even what was caught on camera.
Go all the way in there, cause some dumb motherfuckers would have went all the way in there. Stupid. At least they ain't go all the way in there.
A family who lives in England has been capturing video evidence of strange happenings inside their home. Ever since 1997, the family has been seeing things that they can't seem to explain. More often than not, they would hear strange noises coming out of nowhere and even see things move on their own. To the family, it seems that with every unusual occurrence that happens, the activity intensifies. Now, although they live in a constant state of fear, they still try their best to live comfortably in their own home. On one occasion, the family makes time to chat with one another and a friend of theirs who is visiting them. The father records the occasion on his phone, as moments like this rarely happen. All is going well, when suddenly, this happens.
He always pushes it through when I'm sitting on the sofa. It's so annoying.
Why are you moving closer and closer towards me and almost in my lap, Bubba?
Why are you in your coat?
She's ready to run. Don't you trust over there anymore, Bubba?
No, Morgan, thanks.
Why you moved out in the first place?
One of the reasons, yeah. Oh, God. I used to poke in the oven.
You go.
Oh, that's already in the fridge.
All go together.
Yeah,
Yo,
go together.
she's
Yeah.
already in the fridge.
It always happens on viewing it.
I just don't even like
She's up the stairs.
Oh my
There's
No.
I
There's nothing there, no again.
There's nothing there.
Ain't no way, boy, ain't no way. Ain't no way, boy, ain't no way.
As if things inside their home have finally settled, this happens. The sound of heavy footsteps walking about is heard above them. Seeming slightly unfazed, as they've seen stranger things before, they laugh about it and proceed to check on the source. But after standing momentarily at the base of the stairs, an unseen presence runs down at full speed. This may just be the scariest encounter they've ever had. But until more videos are posted, it seems that this one will stand out from any other creepy occurrence they experience. When it comes to videos of baby monitors that capture something paranormal on camera, they usually tend to be creepy. But this next video may just be a lot more wholesome than scary. Whitney Allen is the mother of 2 children whose father tragically passed away in 2022 after suffering a brain injury caused by a bee sting. Apparently, Whitney's husband was severely allergic to bees. The bee sting he received was enough to send his body into cardiac arrest and affect his brain. After months of being in hospice care, he sadly passed away. To Whitney, the passing of her husband was extremely agonizing. But for him to pass away only 3 months later after the birth of their second child was painfully devastating. The fact that he wasn't able to stay for long to see their child grow up was unbearable to think about. Now, even though she feels that her husband wasn't able to meet their baby in a meaningful way on Earth, she believes that he was able to do so from the beyond. Late one evening, Whitney is looking over at the baby monitor when she sees a mysterious light on her child's head. At first, she thought this light was just a reflection on the screen, but when her child changed position on the bed, the light was still there. She couldn't help but think that this orb was actually her husband, as it seemed to be patting and stroking the baby's head. After months of experiencing total agony, seeing this had brought Whitney a sense of peace. Even though her husband had passed away, she takes comfort in the thought that somehow he's still here. As with most videos, feel free to let me know your thoughts on this one. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Until next time.
See, watch that? Nope. But hey, that shit looks scary as fuck. So we watch that, y'all? Don't watch alone, don't watch at night. Don't watch alone, don't watch at night. Don't watch alone, don't watch at night. Don't watch alone, don't watch at night.
A mother is alone at home, watching TV, when something pretty terrifying is caught on camera. The following video comes from Daniel Thompson, who lives happily with his mother in a 3-story house that is filled with lots of antiques and other priceless items that are fairly creepy to say the least. From expensive artifacts bought overseas to small collectibles that can't be found anywhere else, Daniel's mom has been collecting many antiquities ever since he was a child. However, out of all the items in this house, 2 in particular scare him the most. A porcelain doll that is placed at the front entrance of the house, and a dollhouse that for some reason makes him feel extremely uneasy. The dollhouse, according to Daniel, does something very strange. Here's a video of him talking about it.
I don't know how to explain it. The only thing I can say that has happened with it is sometimes when I walk by, or like I go, the bathroom's back there, and I walk through and I hear like tapping coming from this room. It's like it's like yeah, it's like like the tapping kept happening, and I came over and I was trying to figure out like where it was coming from, but it was coming from this dollhouse, and I don't know where, and it hasn't done it since.
Daniel thinks that the tapping noises are coming from inside the dollhouse, which is in the room that his sister used to be in. For this reason, he's been recording it ever since with a security camera to see if the knocking continues and to hopefully find the source. But then one day, while passing by the room, this happens. It's late at night when Daniel captures this.
Guys. Do you hear that?
We're not getting jump scared. We're not getting jump scared.
Tapping noises I was talking about.
We're not getting jump scared. Fuck.
Where is this coming from?
I just don't get it though.
It's like knocking at the door. Hello?
Mysteriously, the source of the tapping sounds can't be found anywhere. Even the 3 knocks that were heard on the small door are a mystery. Without a clue as to where they came from, Daniel continues to record the dollhouse. But only a day later, something happens that chills Daniel to his core. Take a look. Somehow, the miniature figurines move on their own as though someone or something was playing with them. As if the tapping noises weren't enough to spook Daniel, this happens. Understandably, he had no words when he saw this video. He began to think that his mom may have brought either a cursed or haunted item into their house. Not sure what to make of it, Daniel doesn't mention nor post any more footage of the dollhouse. But then, 2 nights later, something happens that impels him to share the following footage. It's around 2:30 in the morning when this is captured.
Almost close to double time.
I buy the same products you do, only I get them much cheaper. I save hundreds of dollars a month by doing this one simple trick.
I can't get no house by myself. The fuck is he doing? You saw the dog blinking in it. Hey, bro. I swear to God, dude.
The sound of knocking can be heard at the door, but strangely, the footage from outside shows no one at the entrance. Who, or even what, had been knocking at the door? Now what's even more strange about this is that the same number of knocks were made earlier in the dollhouse video. Fearing that the dollhouse might have something to do with this, Daniel places the miniature set inside his garage. He continues to record it just in case the knocking continues. If it does, then he'll know for sure the knocking came from the set itself and not from the room it was in. Fast forward to a day later, and nothing happens. The next video Daniel uploads has nothing to do with the strange activity in his house. Instead, it's a video of him recording his workplace. Nothing is mentioned about the previous incidents or any new activity that's been captured. It seems that whatever had been happening in his house has stopped. But then, out of nowhere, within a couple hours of posting this video, Daniel receives a message from his mom. It's a video of security footage taken from inside their living room. We can see Daniel's mom watching TV when suddenly this happens.
It's pretty good. It's parade in Summer City. It's parade in Summer City.
The sound of bare feet running towards Daniel's mom can be heard on camera. Feeling very spooked, she looks around but can't find anything that could explain the running footsteps. It was at this point that both Daniel and his mom were convinced that something is haunting them. Although already convinced, it seems that it didn't stop the strange activity from continuing. Only a day later, Daniel looks over at the footage caught inside the garage and sees this. Around the same time the footsteps are caught on camera, this happened.
Yo, no fucking way, bro. I don't like looking in dogs' eyes because I feel like that can get me. You feel me? But ain't no fucking way, bro. That shit is creepy. That dog is hunting them, man. That dog was like playing with that.
Both the tapping sounds and the doll's eyes are no doubt creepy, yet some viewers believe that the doll is actually mechanical and was either malfunctioning or glitching during this time. This notion, however, is put to rest, as a video from Daniel shows that the doll is entirely hollow from inside. Given this proof, viewers believe that something is haunting both Daniel and his mom.
Oh my God.
Whether or not that's so, I'll let you come up with your own conclusion. Is something haunting this house? Or is something else happening here?
The dog.
Feel free to let me know what you think.
It's parading someone's city. It's parading someone's city.
A woman is woken up late at night by her dog, who is barking non-stop at something outside her house. Feeling very unsettled by her dog's behavior, she takes out her phone and records the following video. What she sees leaves her in total shock.
My shit is so blurry, I can't even see shit. Fuck is that? That's the dog?
Although it's hard to see at first, there seems to be a shadow-like figure standing completely still, while seemingly observing the woman, who shakes in fear at the sight of this mysterious being. Immensely terrified, the woman backs away slowly, hoping the shadowy figure doesn't move any closer to the property. It's safe to say that the strange presence has placed both her and her dog on high alert. But it would be the following night that places them in a state of complete terror. What happens next is beyond strange.
Hola, gente.
Bro, you get jump scared, bro.
Paco está haciendo compañía hoy, pero ya estoy sola. Todavía se escucha un ruido de abajo. Y la verdad que no sé. Ay, la concha, por olor hay algo ahí. Sora. Sora, subí.
Bro, what the fuck? Yo! 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 Yo!
Sora.
What the fuck is that?
Sora, subí.
Oh my God. Yo.
Nera.
No fucking way.
Horrified beyond belief, a pair of long, skinny fingers emerge from underneath the staircase. But creepiest of all is the complexion of this mysterious being. Its pale skin tone is similar to that of a corpse that was freshly buried. Without delay, the woman runs down the staircase at full speed, hoping to capture whatever this was. But upon arriving down, nothing is seen below the stairs. Whatever had been there had seemingly disappeared. Whether a ghost or some paranormal entity had been caught on camera remains shrouded in mystery.
I actually switched from Chrome to Opera GX a while ago just because I was so tired of Chrome being the absurd resource hog that it is.
Now, the exact source of this next clip is unknown, so very little context is given, but it doesn't take much to figure out what's going on in the video. Something very strange is caught on camera. The clip itself shows footage of a dog's cage. It's assumed the owner had bought the camera to watch their dog whenever they're away from home. On one occasion, the owner was looking over at the security camera to see what their dog was up to, but to their shock, they saw what may just be a reason for why they should be concerned for the safety of their dog. This is what they saw. Right from the start, we can see the dog looking at something that can't be seen on camera. Then strangely, without a moment's notice, the dog is seemingly thrown back as though something had struck them. But strangest of all is the door opening on its own immediately afterward, as though someone or something had went inside.
Yo, my stomach's
But,
starting to hurt.
like
So
always, what do you think?
Hey man, if you watch this video, I appreciate you. Sub to the channel. We almost at 2K, man. We almost at 2K. I know it's been a month since I posted, and I'm sorry. I've been motherfucking schedule got busy as fuck. So go follow me on Instagram and shit. Let me know what y'all want to see and shit.